Turn it over to Hans Riemer, the sponsor of the bill, and the council member that has been on the forefront of these child care issues, and we thank you very much. Mr. Riemer.
Well, thank you, Sean. Thank you so much for everyone who took your time to come out tonight and stand here together to make sure that child care becomes a higher priority for Montgomery County. We're going to work together to make that happen. Am I right about that?
Where was this dog?
He was down there.
What kind of dog was he?
I'm proud to stand here tonight as a dad, and I want to give a shout out to all the other dads who are here tonight. Every man who is a father in a family or hopes to be one day, you know that you own this issue just as much as your spouse.
Your dirty socks and your dirty pants. How did that happen? Were you splashing around in a puddle?
We should all be working together to make sure that this county is great for families and kids before they enter kindergarten.
All right. Should we get you some clean pants?
The fight for affordable, quality child care has been going on since the beginning of time. But what we're trying to do with this legislation is reignite this conversation here in Montgomery County and get people back to the table to say, once again, we have to make the quality of child care services in our county, the availability of them, a real priority. Child care is an important issue for the achievement gap. What this legislation does is it creates a leadership position in the Montgomery County government, someone whose job is to wake up every morning, come to the office, and come up with ways to make child care more affordable, a better experience for the kids, and more widely available in the county.
But we also have to keep in mind the pressures that are on teachers.
My name is Sean Rose. I'm the president of Rock Spring Children's Center. I'm also on the County Commission on Child Care. We're just not on a sustainable path. The costs for child care keep rising. Every year, more and more families can't afford it. Even with the families that can afford it, they're struggling to afford it.
The demand, we do have a lot of need of child care in Montgomery County. Centronia alone has over 250 children on our wait list for 0 to 5.
We're learning a lot more about what happens in the 0 to 5 years when there's about 80 to 90% of children's brain development is happening. And so our teachers are getting better and better at their jobs.
The need of looking at teachers' credentialing, looking at what's expected in this profession, guidelines, requirements are being more strict.
But the pay doesn't follow. And it can't follow because our parents can't pay more.
Child care is an important issue for poverty, our efforts to combat poverty. If you can't get affordable care, it's really hard to go back to work.
My name is Ed Krause. I am a parent.
I get a little teary-eyed because it was child care folks who helped me through the early years. Whether it's 0 to 5, kindergarten, first, second, third, child care folks helped us.
I needed them when I had to work or there were family emergencies. Child care filled the gap.
What do we want? When do we want it? Now! Thank you very much.
We used to have a plan back in 1989. We had a division of child care. It was a very good plan. It would have kept us on pace so that we had teachers that were paid fairly, and we had care that was affordable for most of the families in the county. That strategic plan just fell away, and this new office would be a recommitment to that. And so we're really excited that could happen.
Child care is a critical issue for our families and for our kids. And if there's one thing that this county is about, it's about being a great place to raise a family.
Really looking forward to having this agency that will look at in a bigger picture all the needs in the county.
Councilmember Riemer and Councilmember Navarro have identified this issue of child care as a key priority, and I know that the rest of the council is eager to work with them and appreciates their leadership.
So let's work together and let's get this done. Thank you very much.